It was a picture of normalcy. Quiet streets, manicured lawns, and the comforting hum of daily life. Children playing under the summer sun, their laughter echoing through the air. The leafy suburbs of Boston, New York, and New Jersey seemed worlds away from the shadowy world of espionage, a stark contrast to the intrigue that lay hidden. Yet beneath the surface, a secret drama was unfolding, one that would shock the very core of these peaceful communities. A network of Russian spies lived amongst unsuspecting neighbors, seamlessly blending into the fabric of everyday life. They assumed American identities, held ordinary jobs, and raised families, all while carrying out their covert missions. Their mission: infiltrate American society and steal secrets, all under the guise of normalcy. These were not hardened Cold War operatives, but modern-day spies adapting to a new era of espionage. They were illegals, a term used for deep-cover agents operating without diplomatic cover, making their presence even more insidious. Planted years earlier, they were tasked with embedding themselves within American society, becoming invisible threads in the social fabric. They learned the language, adopted local customs, and patiently built their cover stories, perfecting their roles as ordinary citizens. Their true allegiance, however, remained with Moscow, a hidden loyalty that guided their every move. The spies used sophisticated techniques to communicate with their handlers. They exchanged coded messages, often hidden in plain sight, employed steganography to hide information within innocuous images or texts, and participated in brush passes, brief, anonymous encounters to exchange materials, ensuring their secrets remained safe. Their lives were a delicate balancing act, maintaining their false identities while secretly serving their motherland, a dual existence fraught with danger and deception. At the heart of the operation was a couple, Richard and Cynthia Murphy. They were not just any couple. They were deeply embedded in their roles, making it almost impossible for anyone to suspect their true identities. Posing as American citizens, they lived in a comfortable home in Montclair, New Jersey. Their neighbors saw them as the perfect family, blending seamlessly into the suburban landscape. They had 2 young daughters, who were completely unaware of their parents' double lives. The girls went to local schools, played with neighborhood kids, and lived what seemed like a normal childhood. Richard worked as a financial consultant in New York City, a job that gave him access to valuable information. Meanwhile, Cynthia stayed at home, seemingly a typical suburban mother, involved in community activities and school events. Another couple, Donald Heathfield and Tracy Leanne Foley, posed as Canadians. They were equally convincing in their roles, making friends and building networks. They had settled in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where Heathfield ran a consulting firm. Their life in Cambridge was meticulously planned to avoid any suspicion. He was a graduate of Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government, a detail meticulously crafted to bolster his cover. This prestigious background helped him gain credibility and access to influential circles. These were just 2 of the 10 individuals leading seemingly ordinary lives while secretly working for Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service, SVR. The spies' missions varied, each tailored to their unique skills and opportunities. Some aimed to cultivate relationships with influential Americans in government, academia, and business. They attended social events, joined clubs, and did everything to blend in and gain trust. Others focused on gathering intelligence related to U.S. foreign policy, military capabilities, and technological advancements. They used their professional roles to access sensitive information and relay it back to Moscow. Their handlers in Moscow eagerly awaited their reports, hoping to gain an edge in the post-Cold War world. The information they gathered was crucial for Russia's strategic planning and international positioning. Unbeknownst to the spies, they were being watched. Every move they made, every conversation they had, was under the watchful eyes of the FBI. The FBI had been meticulously tracking their activities for years in a highly classified operation codenamed Ghost Stories. This operation was one of the most extensive counterintelligence efforts in history. The investigation began with a tip-off from a disillusioned Russian intelligence officer. This officer, disheartened by the actions of his own government, decided to come forward. He revealed the existence of the sleeper cell, providing crucial information about their identities and methods. This information was the key that unlocked the door to a hidden world of espionage. The FBI employed a wide range of surveillance techniques to monitor the spies. From hidden cameras to long-range binoculars, no detail was too small to escape their notice. Court-authorized wiretaps recorded their phone calls and intercepted their emails. These wiretaps provided a wealth of information, revealing the inner workings of the spy network. undercover agents conducted physical surveillance, documenting their movements and meetings. They followed the spies to parks, cafes, and other public places, capturing every interaction on camera. The FBI even secretly searched their homes while they were away, planting listening devices and copying computer hard drives. These covert operations were carried out with precision and secrecy. As the investigation progressed, the FBI uncovered a treasure trove of evidence. Documents, photographs, and other materials painted a vivid picture of the spy network's activities. Coded messages hidden in plain sight revealed instructions from Moscow and reports from the spies. These messages were often concealed in everyday objects, making them difficult to detect. Photographs showed clandestine meetings and brush passes taking place in parks, museums, and crowded train stations. These meetings were carefully orchestrated to avoid detection. The evidence painted a clear picture. These were not ordinary immigrants but trained intelligence operatives. Their mission was to gather and transmit sensitive information back to their handlers in Moscow.